Interesting one, actually. A new appearance. Blank, 104th on the leaderboard. Let's see if they can get that top 100, because I think they will if they win here against DauT. DauT, of course, up in 78th. Still on the crawl, looking to make the climb. A long way to go if he wants to start getting favorable seedings in the road to Wallow, which he will definitely need if he wants to go deep, if he wants to try and qualify for the Age of Empires 4 part of the tournament. So let's see how he's going to do here, because it looks like he's going to whip out the Mongols. I've been noticing a lot of Mongols from DauT, actually. He loves playing the Civ right now. I think it's definitely a decent Civ to come into to kind of make your mark with, because a lot of people are still kind of question marking what the optimum way is. We've seen some respectable builds out of DauT. We've seen some questionable builds, but what I love is that we're seeing experimentation. I think that's the most important thing to highlight here. You know, people kind of get bogged down doing the same build over and over again, or following a beastie build order or whatever you may have. You just don't find your own style. You just don't find your own one-up. Like, you know, one of the big things I'm always looking towards is the people like Mr., like B. These people that look for the next step, because I think they're the people that will come out and win the big tournaments more often than not. Simply because they're just going to be one step ahead of the competition. And that's why Marine Lord is clearly, like, secretly playing a lot of multiverses right now, because he's going to try and discover a way to fabricate Shaggy in the Age of Empires 4 universe, and that's going to allow him to evolve the meta. Okay, no one knows what I'm on about. I'm going to stop. DauT. Well. I mean, this feels like a blast from the past. Might be a blast up your ass if you wait around too long, though. He went for the double pasture play, which means no aggression early on, and freedom for Blank. Blank, so far, damn, does freedom feel good. Look at the wolves he's gathering up. This is going to be easy 350 at this rate, as he found another one of the wolves. 350 bounty, a very respectable sum to get here. The Golden Gate now already being built up. I'm not sure why Blank pulled this one away. If anything, it offers up an opportunity, but DauT will not be able to strike with that opportunity. TC is going to ensure that it goes the other way. So nice grab there. 345 bounty. Still too cheap to club down. The Golden Gate now being built up by 6 people, as is standardized. This is usually the build you're looking towards if you want to go for the ball pull. Ball pull in this game is wide. Does feel a little bit greedy. Maybe not the most advisable strategies, but in fairness, on this side of the map, this ball is close to the base of DauT, as well as access to tree lines, so you could get a good hunting cabin placement. By the way, dude, okay, hold on a sec. We need to talk. DauT, dog, we need to talk. You went for an extra scout, and yet, somehow, DauT, Blanks has 345 bounty. There's still at least 1, if not 2 wolves remaining on the map. I am perplexed right now. I mean, is Blank just that amazing? I've never seen this guy before, by the way. Like I say, he's 104th. This is the first time we got to check in on him. Right now, he's looking like he's having a damn good start, though. We'll see if he goes to that play. Oh, okay. Might pause that thought. There's not going to be a ball pull at all. I just noticed wheelbarrow wasn't even started yet. Typically, if you want to do this play, you're going to have wheelbarrow by the time the tech up completes. What? Dude, he's doing it without wheelbarrow. Okay, I am flabbergasted right now. You don't make this play without wheelbarrow. It's very dangerous, because if an opponent sees it, they'll get enough time to mirror it and counter it. The good news for Blank is because DauT went for the double pasture, he won't be countering squat. But this could have been optimized. I mean, I don't feel like he done it this way because he saw the double pasture. Because even if you saw the double pasture and weren't phased, like, you've went wheelbarrow now. So by the time wheelbarrow completes, you've already moved out to the ball. It's just inefficient this way. Very surprising play by Blank, but looks like he'll get away with it. On top of it, we'll get a bonus wolf to go alongside it, as he will notice it when he arrives. Things couldn't be much better for this guy right now, could it? Meanwhile, the scouts still aren't answered on the other side. I mean, DauT is learning very quickly why you do not rush double pasture anymore. Especially with a loose Uvu spawn like this. Villager is going to come out to repair at least. But it's still going to force him to idle here, waste his time, and while you're wasting his time here, you're gaining elsewhere. Blank did get the wolf, did get the ball, drops the TC. Dude, I love this guy. Yep. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to marry him. He doesn't know when to get his wheelbarrow. But we might go on a few dates. We might have a bit of fun. This is the type of guy that I like. TC drop on a sacred site, on the ball. Proxy-based opportunity. And DauT, being a greedy boy, is appropriately feeling a bit of punishment for it. Has at least got the horsemen out to harass the scouts, but overall, Blank has kind of paid for himself with these units. And there's still the potential of sniping the other board, in which case you're going to unlock the tier 3 bounty, get that food gathering rate. And it feels like it would be pretty free in this game, because I don't feel like DauT is going to rush towards castle that quickly. He might try, but I think it's to your downside. Like, if you try to rush this up, you're going to die. You can already see why as well. Blank going in for the archery range of Rax. He isn't interested in a very long game here. Why should he be? He's got so many eco positives right now for him. You know, you can be one of those people that says, oh, I've never had a 5 relic game. Oh, I've never had this much food. Oh, I'm going to, like, milk it. Or you could just end the game. Play for the win. Scouts. Yeah, I actually love that Blank stopped off for those taps. It means the scout can't keep pursuing. Horseman isn't going to finish him. And it's all just drawing attention to the wrong place. Like, DauT is looking everywhere but where he needs to. In fact, you can see that because DauT still hasn't scouted the northern corner, he's less likely to spot the boar. Ah, damn, this is looking bad right now for DauT. Because what you have to consider is he has no idea of this threat. He doesn't know about the TC at all. He doesn't know about the proxy base, which means he's not building military force to defend. DauT instead is going full greed for the castle up, the timing of which could kill him. Especially if Blank moves in and spots this as well. And he is likely to spot this. Archer is going to reveal now on the gold line. And there is no doubt in your mind. That wasn't even an intended pun. Blank just saw 9 villagers on the gold line. He knows exactly what DauT is up to. He won't be able to block out the gold gathering. But what he can do is ramp up the pressure to milk maximum pain for this greed. And the reaction of DauT to stockpile more horsemen, I disagree. Like, this is a suboptimal play that this loses you the game. You've already seen spears. You can't build horsemen to counter this now. You're kind of like, you're served the plate, right? You've served yourself this meal of choice, and now you're saying you don't want to eat it. Eat it, all right? Choke on your own greed. It is time to go for the tech up. He needs to get on that gold. You're just going to have to sacrifice 1 or 2 villages to do so. The idling! What? Oh my god, no. Archers are going to target them down. Villagers are going to start to pull back here. But if he snipes out the second one, I still don't think that's enough gold. In fact, that's not enough gold anyway. Oh. DauT? Oh my god, the panic. Dude, he's panicking. He's actually panicking right now. What was that? All right, that looks very pretty, but also pretty dumb. DauT, he panic moves the town center closer to the gold vein so he can gather, but the problem is the archers are still out of range, and he still hasn't gathered enough gold. He's 3 gold short. Meanwhile, Blank, chuckling to himself, continues to escalate now. More archery ranges being built up. He sees an opportunity to end the game. In the meantime, Blank will use the limited archers he has to harass, and oh my god, no. He finally gets the tech up. He's doing it right next to Blank. This is not the way. Archers can start to push those villagers around, delay that timing, and escalate the count in the meantime. 2 villagers idle. DauT, dude, it's all falling apart right now. He's got all this stone to spend. He wants to get the Lancers out. The Lancers that could redeem him. The problem is the Spearmen are there as well, and he doesn't actually have an archery range yet. This, dude, like, I made the DauT punt enough. I don't want to make it again, but I've never doubted DauT as much as this game right now. Mongol players right now have a paper bag that they are breathing heavily into, because this is where the all-in begins. Blank can now prep for the siege engineering. In the meantime, Horseman will try to get some freebies, but will fail to do so. And here's the other issue. You move the TC, but what about the gold? You got your tech up, but now 35 seconds of bullying comes out. 35 seconds of you waiting to push Lancers. Actually longer than that, because DauT doesn't have any gold. I'm at a loss, man. I don't think he can get this gold now. This wooden fortress blocked him out. He's moving south side. Maybe he defends himself there, but here's an issue. Your timings have been delayed. You only have a stable. You only have access to build Lancers, basically, and you don't have the gold to do so en masse. In the meantime, the Spearman count is equal to the Archer count. You've got a 1-punch combo. Right now, you're getting 1 punch repetitively in the groin. And instead of buying a shield for that area, you're just trying to say, through endurance, through pain, I will eventually not feel it anymore. Well, you're about to go numb, son. The only reason you will not feel it is because it's about to all be cut off. As Blank is wrapping around. Outpost going up. Spring placements haven't been placed, though. The wooden fortress on the south side. More villagers trying to build up. The archers marching around. Lancers will be reacted to with the spears. He's in. He's blocking it out. Blank. This is on point. He's going to force a fight that DauT doesn't want yet. He's only got 2 Lancers. He doesn't have gold for more. All this stone, and yet none of it being used. No Spring placements, no additional Lancers. Spin pushing in. Outpost to go up. Gold to be blocked out. Armor arrow going to achieve little here for DauT. The remaining spearmen can target down the Lancers. Yeah, he throws away 1 army, but this outpost does so much. And with double the eco, you can afford to idle 8 villages to block out the goal. DauT now marching north side. However, this villager pull is doomed to fail. Dude, this is a GG move. You lose the game on this. It doesn't work. Villager pulls a fail. He has to back away. Oh my lord. And my lord ain't DauT. One more gold vein. One more shot at glory here. And so many injured villagers. And I do believe that Blank knows. What? He's... No way. Dog, he's going to gather deer right next to a double outpost because he is so confident that DauT doesn't know where the sprue replacement button is that he'll never lose the villagers. This is unprecedented levels of confidence. My mind is a blank right now. I don't know what this guy's going to do next. Wait, yes I do. More wooden fortresses, less wood for DauT. And why is this important? DauT has been so desperate to get gold, he's invested every piece of wood into outposts and none into military buildings. So these wooden fortresses will block out wood. And without wood, he cannot get archers. Without archers, he has no counter to Blank's composition. And it's about to get even worse for DauT fans because Blank is saving up resources. Castle Age is within reach. And this prolonged feudal has definitely paid for itself. My oh my. He just wants that castle up. He wants those sprue placements. Going to start sniping out. 2 more trees and then DauT is fully in range. Prayer tent. Dude, this is too greedy. You're building a prayer tent, but how the hell are you ever getting out? On a hope and a prayer is all you can do. That's all you can hope for. Tech up now underway. Abbey of Trinity at home. Lancers have started to raid into the Rus economy, but such a limited number coming through. With spearmen quickly mirroring their movements, it feels like they are going to get limited value here. All the while, still not a... just 1 Springald. I'm begging you, just 1 Springald. I mean, the Lancers are coming, but Blank can react to that. Even if he doesn't, whoop-de-doo. His eco is so big, I don't think he cares if these guys die. Instead, he'll crawl in and... Oh my god, it's a butcher! It's a butchery! Dude, I mean, it's gold, but it might as well be diamonds. Blood diamonds specifically, because the amount of people dying so DauT can get his gold is absurd here. He'll shift to the southern wood line as you can with the Mongols. But now all of his food in the wrong location. He at least gathered enough sheep together to pull them south side. However, Blank's crawling will continue. And this is just looking cruel. Looks like a dog waiting to be put out of his misery at this stage. This shaman is living in La La Land if he thinks he's going to pick up a relic. That is never going home. Well, that answers the age-long question of who would win, a fortress or a Khan. You can't win, is the answer. I deserve to lose that terrible pun. Oy, oy, oy. So let's try and look for positives for DauT. Well, the plus side is that DauT has lost so many villages that there's enough garrison points for all of his villages. Okay, that was actually a toxic positive to look for. He does have an open field to raid across. So he could always go and, like, flank attack blank. Okay, that option's gone. He is the only one pushing cavalry, so he could just go through the gaps in the center. Okay, that's going to be difficult. It does feel very difficult for DauT to come back into this, unless Blank makes like 4 mistakes in a row. And he just spotted out the Evu station. He just spotted out the transition point with the racks. And he's also now yoinking away the relics. This is getting grim. I mean, if I had to put a percentage on this, this is like a 95% for Blank. I feel like I'm just giving 5% max to DauT out of respect. Like, the fact that he hasn't GG'd out yet, and it makes me wonder, like, what is the path he sees back in? Is there actually a plan, or is it, like, I don't want to say delusion, but is it, like, misinformation? That he doesn't know how big Blank is. Because he spotted out this proxy base, presumably. He spotted out what's happening at home. He knows about the relic situation. And he knows about the size of Blank's military. I mean, DauT right now, I think he's planning for a siege crawl, and that's his best hope. Like, he's going to try to outpost spam and build siege to recover. It's not a bad idea, actually, when you consider what Blank is pushing. It's just spears. So if you put a few man-at-arms as a front line and you get your initial mangonels, you can hold Blank back. The problem is Blank already knows and is building crossbowmen. Yeah, I think like DauT's going to feel confident about the plan until the crossbows get sprung on him. At which stage, I'm probably just expecting a GG. Because the issue now is like this is an all-in play. Like you don't have another transition in you. You're running out of food. You're running out of room. Your eco is incredibly outmassed. If the man-at-arms don't work, you don't actually have the resource bank for another transition. Because if you do have to make that transition, Blank will just tech up. In fact, at this rate, he might just do that anyway. Like, he's starting to build surplus. Let's see. This is a bit of a mass. Pretty damn effective. Just a few crossbows behind it. Could easily shred through the man-at-arms. Man-at-arms that have to go defensive. Armor arrow comes out. But the problem is there's just so many MAAs that this is going to look incredibly one-sided. I mean, even despite his best efforts, I feel like DauT jumped it a bit. He needed maybe 5 or 6 more man-at-arms to even take this fight, but now, it's too little too late. You're surrounded, there's no runaway point. Damage output is too high. That's just going to be game. Yeah, no comeback after that. DauT, I like the idea of the man-at-arms with the information he has, but we knew it was going to be countered a little bit down the line. And when he jumps in that soon, it just makes it all the much easier for Blank to close this out. Love what we saw at Blank, though. Great utilization of the proxy base. Great boom. And DauT maybe needs to work on his vision game a little bit. I feel that you should have a sense of this coming. This might come down to the limited games played, the limited exposure to the TC ball play. But you've always got to look for it. Like, you're playing against the Rus as one of the biggest upsides, one of the biggest strengths is their ability to play off ball. In fact, they do so better than practically any other Civ due to the fact that their Wooden Fortress is so tanky and provides enough garrison room for the entire ball gathering crew. The fact that DauT didn't spot this, didn't react to it, got a little bit too greedy with his tech up, rushing castle, which you just really don't do in the current meta, is why this looked way too easy for Blank. In fact, this just looked like a, I don't know, 12th grader bullying a 4th grader. No offense to DauT, but that's the difference in this game. And it just shows you the impact you get out of playing prolonged feudal instead of just rushing castle.